Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Amazon exclusive Daenerys Targaryen Game of Thrones Funko Pop bundle. This bundle comes with a t-shirt, a keychain of the white wedding dress Daenerys pop, and a new blue outfit Daenerys pop. I was under the impression that this figure was an Amazon exclusive. The fact is, the bundle itself is an Amazon exclusive. This figure is part of an exclusive 150-day pre-release, so this figure will eventually be available in a few months from now. Now, it's worth noting this is figure number 25, and the back of the packaging features artwork from Series 3, which ends with 24. What I'm wondering is, a few months from now, when this figure comes out, will it be released in this packaging, where the figure itself is not listed on the back, or will they make a new packaging that has Series 4 artwork starting with number 25? In which case, does that make this packaging limited? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Comes with a little figure stand, because she can't stand on her own without it. This is the third Daenerys Funko Pop. Well, it's the third if you don't count the variant repaints like the Burnt Daenerys or the Daenerys with the Golden Dragon. And unlike the first two, this one's got a completely different head sculpt. The second one used the same head as the first, and this one goes with a completely different look. She's got longer hair in the back with a different sense of braiding. This one had like a little kind of part in the middle, whereas this one, there's a sculpted part, but it doesn't swoop up the way this one does. Also, it's slightly more yellower. These had like a more cream-colored hair, and I like that this one's a little more blonder. Now let's take a closer look at the figure. The reason I don't buy Funko Pops online is you can't inspect the paint jobs, and therefore you can't control the quality of what you're buying. Now you can see here that the eyeballs, black paint is smeared on both eyes, and that's kind of a disappointment to me. Also, you can see that the plastic, disc that supports the head is kind of hanging out below her face line, and it dips in below the back of her head. I wish it had been laid even. These are things that, had I seen it in a store, would have prevented me from buying this. I would have kept looking until I saw a good one. Also, if I want to be nitpicky, the hairline here on the back, the paint kind of fades away right behind the ear, but then bleeds over past the hairline here, and there's a little yellow line there. But other than that, the hair for the most part on this is really good. I think they did a great job sculpting these braids, and I like that they included her longer hair. In fact, overall, well, there is some bleed over right there too. But overall, I dig this hair a lot. I like the way they did the sides of her hair hanging down. I think it looks a little cooler than these sides, but I'm just more partial to the way she looks in Season 3 and 4. Especially the blue dress. I think the blue outfits that she rocks in Season 3 and 4 are like her best looks ever. And I think they did a really fun little job sculpting the little cape cloak that hangs down around her. The fact they actually sculpted it slung over with that little hoodie sculpt right there, I think that's a really cool little detail. It's simple, but it's simple things like that that I appreciate. And there's a little closer look at her boots. Overall, I really do dig the body of this figure quite a bit. And even though the paint's a little wonky, this is my favorite head they've done so far. I dig this. Now we'll take a look at this keychain, which I don't know if this is eventually going to be released later or what. I have no idea if this is an exclusive, but whatever. It looks cool. And as you can see up close, it is a mini version of the white wedding dress pop that's already come out. And aside from that little schmutz right there, the hair is pretty clean on this. And actually, this figure's got a better eye paint than the pop I just checked out. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the detail on this. That still retains the pop quality of previous pops, but shrunken down to a smaller size. The details are not condensed and look all sloppy. It really does look quite clean. And I just want to point out that this is not just some mold that's been shrunken down. This is a brand new sculpt of the figure. If you can see, compared to the other one, her hairline is not nearly as jaggedy, and these little threads in the front are now part of the sculpt. Again, if you shrunk all this down, it might become a little too complex. The little pieces of cloth that hang down here kind of flare out a bit more in the back. And also, it's just worth noting that while this figure's body is a single piece, this one is like a piece that had to be attached. And the the piece itself is not kind of fully attached. Her torso is kind of hovering above where the dress would connect, but that's alright. I can deal with that. You don't really notice it from like a foot away. And lastly, we'll take a look at the shirt, which has artwork of Daenerys Funko Pop style on it, with Pop, Game of Thrones, Win or Die, and some pretty awesome artwork. I really dig the flames that are going on around it, and I like the kind of a weathered look to it. I think it looks pretty cool. As a fan of Funko and Game of Thrones, I really like the design of this t-shirt a lot. I see a lot of kids out there wearing Funko Batman shirts and Funko Superman shirts, and I like that as a grown-up I have my own Funko Game of Thrones shirt. Now, the bundle itself turned out pretty good. The figure could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. There could have been weird glue smears hanging off her arms and paint just all over the place. And I like that the little keychain, even though it's tiny, stands on its own. That's really random and cool. Some Funko figures can't stand on their own. That little keychain can. Overall, I dig the bundle a lot. I thought it was worth it, and I really dig the shirt especially. Thanks for watching.